ESPN's absurd FPI metrics. Holy smokes. Updated FPI metrics. My goodness. Welcome to episode 458 of College Football's Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Pflugar. We cover everything in college football because we love everything in college football. And if you do as well, please subscribe to our channel. Smash the like button if you like our content. Share the video with your family and friends. Let's not waste any more time. ESPN's Football Power Index updated metrics, updated. Going into week one, updated this morning. Let's take a look. Texas, Georgia, Alabama, 1, 2, and 3. The Buckeyes and the Nittany Lions, 4 and 5. Notre Dame, number 6, Oregon, 7. Tennessee, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, South Carolina, LSU, Florida State, 6 SEC teams in a row. 9 out of the top 13 teams are SEC teams in the FPI index. USC, number 14, Michigan, 15, and then we finally get to the top 2 ACC schools, Clemson and Miami. Then SMU, another ACC school, Oklahoma, Auburn, Kansas State, the first Big 12 team at number 21. BYU 22, Missouri 23, Arizona State 24, Kansas 25. Kansas in a very impressive outing yesterday. Now, it's obvious. It's real clear here, right? Where is Iowa State? Where is Iowa State? They're not in the top 25. They defeated Kansas State in Dublin, Ireland. Iowa State was a 3.5 point underdogs, and they won the game 24-21. Your statement might be, Greg, this is a metric. This is not a ranking. I get it. I get it, and I completely understand. I'm not taking it seriously. The problem is ESPN takes it seriously. The problem is Greg Sankey takes it seriously. The problem is Greg Sankey wants the playoff selection committee to take this metric seriously, and other ones that basically tell the same story, the same self-fulfilling prophecy. This ranking is being taken seriously. And again, I go back to this fact. Conference races should be what we're talking about this morning. We should be talking about how Iowa State is 1-0 in the Big 12 and Kansas State is 0-1, and Iowa State is going to be, have the tie-breaking advantage against Kansas State as they march on during the season, and Kansas State is not out of it. Kansas State can still make the playoffs. The Wildcats can regroup. Iowa State has the advantage. No! ESPN FPI Index, Football Power Ratings, and look, Kansas State is still at 21, and Iowa State still hasn't gotten in the top 25, and we have the top 13 teams in the index being SEC teams. That's the story. It shouldn't be the story. It should be the conference races. Rhys Davis, I like Rhys Davis at ESPN, but he had it on the pregame show yesterday. He looked straight in the camera, and Rhys Davis said Tony Petitti's large 2014-28 team AQ model is absurd. It's absurd, Rhys Davis says. Now, Rhys Davis and nobody else on that ESPN panel talked about how the Southeastern Conference seriously had discussions about a 32-team playoff earlier this spring. That has been reported by The Athletic and Ross Dellinger. Nobody on ESPN mentioned a whisper of that. No, they can't do that, can they? So Rhys Davis looks in the camera and says, it's absurd what Tony Petitti's doing. This FPI index being a serious data for the selection committee to use when they're selecting the at-large bids, this is absurd. These metrics are absurd. They should be out there for us to talk about, to be used, to be talked about, discussed, but to be used as part of the selection committee process, that is where I'm very happy to still continue to talk about some options out there when it comes to the AQ models, because in my strongly held opinion, the conference races should be the discussions, not silly metrics. Put down your comments in the comments section below the video. Let me know how you think about the updated FPI. Kansas State at number 21. Iowa State still not in the top 25. Until next time, from all of us at PATC, to all of you, please you all take great care of each other. Thank you so very much.